A very good evening to all of you. So we wait for some more people to join in. Another 2 to 3 minutes and then we start. Could someone please confirm if I'm audible? Could someone please confirm if I'm audible? Can you hear me? Thank you. Thank you so much. Just give me a minute, please. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for confirming, please. So we're waiting for our guests to join in for tonight. Okay, so in the meantime, let me just introduce myself and my company. I hope you guys are doing very well, and thank you so much for investing your valuable time on a Sunday evening. So just to give you okay, so Sudha is here. 1 minute. Okay, so we have our guest Sudha, who has already joined in. So I'm just waiting for Sudha to join in. Okay, there seems to be some technical glitch. Okay. Oh, yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God. Finally.
Hi, Sudha. How are you?
Hi. All good. Oh my God.
So you
This
can
is so exciting. First time I'm doing this, Madhu.
So there's always a first time, no, Sudha?
Absolutely. There is.
To everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will wait for some more people to join in for 2-3 minutes, and then
Sure.
we will start. So in the meantime, I will just introduce myself and Inner Space, and let more people join in, and then I'm going to start with you. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you. So okay, so Inner Space was founded in 2006, 29th of November 2006. It's been almost 15 years now, and I'm the creative head of Inner Space Interior Designing and Consultation, and also a co-founder along with my husband, Ranjit Singh. And we have done about 150 plus projects, and looking forward to do more and more projects and make and organize people's lives and make people's life more happy and more peaceful. That was the whole what do you say, the purpose of actually starting interiors. We started out of passion, and so we come, both of us come from corporate backgrounds, and then we quit that, and then we started this out of passion, and trying to organize people's lives. Okay, Sudha, I can't see you. Your video is put off, Sudha. Now it's clear. Yes, now it's clear. Okay, so now since we have people, and people will join in, because on Instagram, people, I mean, by the time the whole notification reaches everybody, so sometimes it takes time and people join in. So let them join in. So Girija is here. Hi, Girija. Hope you're doing fine. Vidha is here. Hi, Vidha. Thank you so much. Thank you for so much for joining in. So I'm starting with introducing my guest tonight. So this is a series which is the Client Speak series, which I've started, and this is the first episode. I take this pleasure of inviting and a warm welcome to Dr. Sudha Shrikant for investing her very valuable time on a Sunday evening. So thank you so much, Sudha, for being here. Okay, a brief profile about Sudha Shrikant. So I'm just going to, there is, she is a lady who is very humble, very down to earth. And once I go through why I'm saying that, once I go through the profile, you would understand. So she is a doctorate in human development from SNDT University, working closely in the area of enhancing emotional intelligence in children, teachers, parents, youth, and professionals. Me and my kids have had a very close interaction with her on the subject. She has received her certification in emotional intelligence, EQC and EQE through 6 Seconds India. She is a member of the Institute of Coaching, Harvard Medical School, Boston, US. Sudha was Director Programs, Innovations and Promotion, Equipoise Learning, and continues to be a Master Trainer and Chief Facilitator. She has presented papers at national and international conferences. She has been involved in providing guidance in the field of early childhood education for over 2 decades. She has co-founded Little Steps Nursery, where my kids also used to go, and the daycare center at Thane, which has been running for 19 good years. In fact, it was one of the nurseries which was where the nurseries were like just coming up. It was one of the first nurseries that had actually come up in Thane. Delivered the keynote address on impact of emotional intelligence awareness and development in parents at the conference titled Progressive Academic Excellence India by Evolve Excellence. Was invited as a guest speaker to address professional women's group on emotional intelligence, why it matters, at Basel, Switzerland in August 2019. She also won some awards and recognitions. National Excellence Education Award 2019 at First National EduTech Innovative Summit, Pune. And also Excellent Trainer of the Year, Maharashtra by Evolve Excellence 2019. So thank you so much, Sudha, for being here. And can we have a huge round of applause for Sudha? An excellent lady, very, as her background already speaks a lot about, her temperament, her, as a personality. I'm very pleased to be spending this time with her today in the evening. And we had the pleasure of doing up her house. Which is so based on the kind of personalities we come across in our job, the designing, and we learn a lot. In fact, designing and everything is as per the client. So it was very important for me to let the audience know what kind of credentials she holds, because it makes a lot of difference. So Sudha, you're very warm welcome to the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Madhu, for those kind words of introduction. And it's always a pleasure to spend time together. And I really feel very happy and blessed to be the first person on your show.
Yeah, thank you so much. And in fact, also what a coincidence that this is the first show, my first show, yes. But at the same time, for you on Instagram, it is the first time.
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, just a couple of minutes back, I'm asking you, how do I join?
Yeah.
That's the naivety that I hold with regard to some of the digital literacy, you can say.
Which is fair, because Instagram has been here for a long time, but many people who are already on Instagram from ages still do not know. Even they still don't go live. And for you, I mean, you have just started with live.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so now, since we are going to be talking about your journey, in today's conversation, about your journey with Inner Space and how your journey has been in terms of your house, your home getting done up as per your taste and stuff. So I would be throwing some questions, and because that will give us a direction. And also, I request all the viewers, if you guys have any questions, either if you want to ask me something, or if you want to ask Dr. Sudha something, please feel free. We would be more than happy. We will pick up questions in between if there are any. And in case if we are not able to, cover up all the questions, then we will get back and later on reply to all the questions. So feel free, go all out, and I hope you enjoy the conversation. So my first question, Sudha, is that when and why did you think of getting in touch with Inner Space for your home interiors?
Well, this was about a decade ago. I think we wanted to do some little work actually in our house. There was some leakage that needed to be addressed, and some tiles uh, that had come out. Some of the civil work, basically. And at that time, we were just looking out for somebody to do that work, and that's when, of course, our association and Inner Space at that time had sort of just couple of years, it was few years old, I think. And
Yeah.
when we interacted, we thought, okay, let's just give it a try. So it started actually with a very small scale of work first, to see how it happens. And that was the time when Ranjit came, and we reached out to Ranjit, of course, and all our interactions were with Ranjit. Rather, you were more of a, I think, silent, invisible partner, or someone who's working in the back end. So our interactions were with Ranjit, and he said, no problem, we can do it, And when he came in at that time, the work got done, that was a matter of a few days, and that got done. Then in our interaction, we were sitting in the living room, and I expressed to him that, somewhere the hall, or the living room, is a fairly big space in our house, at least where we stay. And we thought, the lighting should be better, because the tube light, the way it was aligned at that time, it was not reaching the corners. And that's when he said, wow, we can really work with lighting, and if you wish to explore, we can really bring about that facelift to the present condition. But the first thought usually is, oh my God, what is the budget going to be? How are we going to work? And then he said, see, you take your time, and then decide on the scope of work, what all needs to be done, what all you think you want to do. And then we will decide about the budget and other things. So basically, the approach and the way it went about a decade ago, that's when I would say our association with Inner Space started. And it ended up to be a real huge transformation of the flat, I would say.
Thank you so much, Sudha. Thank you so much. I remember the discussions on the false ceiling, and actually lights. I think there was not equal distribution of light wasn't there.
Yes.
And I guess
Yes.
the TV unit was at a place where it was coming somewhere,
Yeah.
on the way.
And we also
Yeah.
had this thing of, in the hall, for the proportion of the hall, there were just 2 fans that were given, which was again not enough, because every time any guest would come also, or we even at home, we would want to sit below the fan, and someone who was little away would not get it, or we had to arrange the furniture just below the fan to align so that it was easier, which sometimes was very cumbersome. It was difficult. So then we expressed that. That was another scope of work. Okay, we need one more like fan to be put in. Okay, what else? Then it came about that, okay, can we look at more storage space within the rooms, you know, like cabinet spaces, whether it is possible. You know, sometimes in the apartments you have these, uh, you know, there is that space which is just blocked and kept, and you know, once you just break open that space, you find that there is a cabinet space. And I'm sure, like, you know, Ranjit worked on all those aspects to see that the columns are not disturbed, and optimal use of whatever space which we could use, basically. So that was again decided. And then we slowly saw that the work was just growing and growing, okay, in terms of thoughts. But how does one really budget it, you know? Then he also gave this idea that to look at a total transformation of the entire flat uh, is going to be, I mean, if you have the budget you can do it, but don't get disheartened. You can always do it in a phased out manner. So right now you can do what you think your capacity is, and later you can always get in touch with us, and we would continue the work and do it at a later date. That was again a second plus point we felt in the entire approach, rather than you know, the designer pushing one's view forth and saying, no, ye bhi kar sakte, wo bhi kar sakte, and do this, and then, you know, one big budget item is placed on your head, and then you're not sure whether you can reach up to it or not. So we liked the phase by phase approach. And our question also was that, okay, if we do it in a phased out manner, and then suppose this starts getting an oldish look, and then the other rooms are done in phase 2, then he said, don't worry about that. If need be, we can do a touch up of the entire thing. That should not be a major hassle. So that's how our, I would say, the professional relationship with Inner Space started. And we're very happy, very, very happy. Because so I will say, I will just add on over here and say that, you know, the lighting, you know, the way the lighting got done. And when someone talks very passionately about their work, we realize that Ranjit's strength was lighting, and providing the right type of light. And hall or the living room is the space where we as a family love to spend most of our time together. All 4 of us at that time, of course we were 4, now we've multiplied, but you know, when we were just the 4 of us, we would spend a lot of time in the hall, and that would be the, you know, cozy family room, family corner. Another big thing that we had also put forth to him, saying that, you know, there was the television in the hall at that time, according to the first you know, plan. And he said, like, if you all are spending so much time and it is family time, why do you need the television in the hall? We can think of shifting it to another room. And that's when the concept of an audiovisual room plus a library and study came about, when we transformed the house. And a large apartment that we had 4 bathrooms. We felt that one of the bathrooms we can actually forego because it's not so much put to use. So like, we sort of, you know, with ideas from Inner Space, we got that space also converted into a more livable space, into one of the bedrooms, which became an audiovisual room come library.
Yes, I remember.
That's the next best room.
Yes. It's a multi-purpose room, right? Where it's like everyone is
absolutely. And the lighting has been so beautifully done that there are corners where, if you want your solitary corner, there is just that spotlight type of it which is there. and you can enjoy in that cozy corner. And if you really want that Diwali type effect where the house is really lit, then there are phases. Now, one side of the wall or the two sides of the walls have got one particular lighting, and then the other. So there is optimal use. It's not that when you turn on one switch, the entire house or the room gets fully lit. So that was very beautifully planned, which we really liked.
So basically, Ranjit is actually was with Philips India for more than I guess about 7 years, if I'm not mistaken. So he has a very good sense of lighting. Yes, that's true, absolutely true. So we at the back end make the plans, and then he executes it very beautifully, plans it out quite well. And also I think there was a step up which was done to differentiate the areas, the
Yes,
flooring.
absolutely. There was that step up, which is again, the step was not too high, nor was it too low. It was just right. And another thing which was very beautifully done was the lighting, which came from down also, from the corner. That was again a very new concept. We thought always lighting should be from either the sides or from the ceiling. So that gave a very new effect to the dining space that has been, the space that has been created.
Okay, so I think because I was going to ask you whether you were clear about what you wanted before you met Inner Space already, or you got more clarity on in terms of your needs, after the discussions while discussing.
We definitely got more clarity. We had certain thoughts, okay, we need to do this, we need to do this. But then, sometimes the answer that comes, usually maybe from other designers, or this is what I've heard, interior designers, that, okay, whatever you want, we'll get it done. But sometimes that whatever you want, the person who is wanting to spend in wanting to do it is not sure. So it's like, there is that, sense of apprehension, whether things will go wrong, whether it will be okay, not okay. And then you don't want to do a trial and error method when you're spending so much of money. So you want that clarity. So we did get that clarity from Inner Space in the discussion that we had.
And Sudha, after how many meetings you actually took a decision that yes, okay, fine, we want to go ahead with Inner Space?
I don't know. Many people will be surprised if I say this, and this is not really saying it to flatter you or Ranjit or Inner Space, but we just had one long meeting over coffee. We just had one long meeting in which all these aspects were discussed, and the parting words for the day was, Ranjit said, "I'll get back to you on all these things with the costing and with the approximate date of completion." That's all he said. And after a few days, when his file was ready and he came, he said, "Can I come over? I'm ready with whatever I have to discuss." So we were more than happy, because we wanted to know what is in store and how we're going to go about it. And when he came, and again, it was like the second coffee May, it was all finalized. He came with his file, which had, like, this is the scope of work, this is the budget for this. Right now, we are looking at these things as phase one. If the clients want to continue with the other phase, this is the scope of work for the next phase, which can be looked at a later date. But for the moment, this is what we are costing. This is what we are wanting to do. And by this date, it will get done. So it was a period of 2 months that was asked for. I mean, the completion of work, he said it could be done. And then we also had this thing like, do we have to move from home, or how do you want to go about it?
Yeah.
Then we worked around it. Luckily, my mother-in-law was staying close by, so we shifted and would come whenever we got the time, we didn't really have to supervise. I must admit that the way the work got done very professionally and very systematically, because in the apartment again between 2 to 5 you're not allowed to, 2 to 4 I think is a quiet time. So yeah, so all those norms were taken care of, and whenever the thok tak had to happen, it was done during the permissible period, and at other time it would be all probably, you know, any of the fixtures which didn't require any drilling work. So just in that one meeting, a lot of things got decided, I would say.
And
we were very lucky.
This was which year, Sudha?
I think this was 2010.
2010. So after 2010, now we are in 2021.
Yeah.
So what is your experience in terms of quality?
In terms of quality?
Quality of work, quality of raw materials.
Oh, I would say it has been very, very good, because we didn't really have to do any other touch up or, you know, anything. And in fact, we were so happy with the way phase 1 got done that we knew that for phase 2, this was required, and we knew we had to reach out to Innerspace. And I think in 2015, I think we got the second phase of work done. Yeah, it was 2015. So that's when, you know, we had further, not the lighting and all was okay now, but we had to do the other in the hall. We wanted to create the cabinet space, and then also, of course, painting, you know, because in 2010 we had done, and both Srikanth and me felt that, okay, we need to do again another uplifting of the paint, so that the house gets that newish look. So it was important, and when we reached out, the second phase also got done that way.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, because now after like 10 years, 12 years, now people are actually the clients whose work we had done earlier. So they are coming back, and now they are saying that ki 10-12 saal ho gaya abhi, things are as it is, but now they want a changed look.
Yeah.
So you know, that's why I wanted to understand what's your experience when it comes to quality.
So in the changed look, I told, like, you know, we went in for the rooms, the children's rooms, like, you know, they got the facelift and whatever needed to be done. And then hall also got a touch up. And I really, initially we did have some bright color, one wall that was bright colored. And then the second, in the first phase, we had a wallpaper on one side that gave a different look. And then we said, okay, now we can change that wallpaper, maintaining the wallpaper, but maybe another print, and give a white color to the entire hall. Okay, and that again proved to enhance the space, enhance the positivity of the space. When I say positivity, everybody, whoever has stepped into the house, you know, when you open the door, it gives a huge look. When you throw your glance, you know, it is the entire hall you can see. And that gives a lot of space. It opens up a lot of positivity. Everybody, whoever has come home, family, friends, it's not for the magnitude of the size of the hall, but it is as you enter it, you feel that positivity. So that's that comes also with the colors that one has played with. So that credit I will give it to the team.
Correct. So thank you so much, Sudha, because actually it's the balance of you know, every design and element, every corner, including all the elements of design. When you play well, you know, there is a flow of lines, where your eyes will flow in a direction, and also every color plays a role. I think in your house, when you enter, it actually gives a direction as well, with that shoe rack, and you get a lobby, and then it opens up. So it also gives you that privacy from visitors whom you wouldn't like to kind of entertain, stuff like that. Yeah.
And another thing, there's a balance in the sense, like as suggested, we can have a formal sitting space and an informal sitting space. So that informal sitting space is lower, those who can actually sit down, at that lower level. So it breaks the monotony, of the size, volume of the hall. At the same time, it creates a very beautiful and elegant balance to the space, of the room, which is very aesthetically done. I'd also like to add on over here. Now we have a special the puja room that is there. It was given, of course, the builder had given that space as it is at that time, and like when even Ranjit came, and then we said no, we don't want the puja room to be disturbed the way it is. We had got it done earlier. Let it just remain like that. Then he said that we'll not do anything else. We'll just enhance the lighting again, so that you have the correct element of lighting in your the deities, on the deities that are there. At the same time, even the backdrop that is there, it created a very dried leaf type of very serene, very mystical background, that was worked upon. So it's a very pious corner, and not that we are very religious, that we would like to spend a lot of time and rituals, but that space, each one of us individually also loves that space where we would like to go in the morning or whenever we are free, and just look into, just look beyond. I'm not able to really put it in words, because that's the feeling.
No, that's okay, because you explained everything so beautifully. We can feel that you are going, when you are okay right now. So you are in Tirupati, right? So you sitting in Tirupati while speaking, you are actually like going around your home, and those and like
believe me, Madhu, I am there. I just had to close my eyes, and I thought, yes, I am very much there.
We can feel it on the screen. We can actually feel it on the screen. Yeah. So when it comes to see, usually in interiors, a lot of people, clients face a lot of concerns with reference to deadlines, meeting the deadlines. The projects once committed, when the projects are taken, the commitment is like, say, for example, 2 months, 3 months, or maybe 6 months, or whatever, depending on the scale of the project and the amount of work that is involved. And then that 6 months, 4 months gets escalated, and it goes endless. So in your case, how was that, what was committed, whether that was met, or what do you have to say about that?
We didn't have any issues on commitment, because the date was mentioned on the file for both the phases whenever it was done, and on the dot, on the day promised, we got it. It may have been just like, some little work, like, okay, this little finishing needs to be done. We did not have the person to come and do it. So maybe only for that work, he will come in on such and such a date and complete it.
Right.
So that was the only thing. We didn't have a major issue on that.
Okay. Yeah, because we have been maintaining this, so the quality is one part. The deadline is very important, especially. So that is one thing which, yeah. Okay. In terms of once the handover is done, after
yeah,
are you, is everything okay?
Yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah. So after the handover is done, the keys are given, and then usually, so after that, actually we believe that our relationship with any client, for that matters, actually starts. Because you get to know the client in those 4 months, 5 months, whatever, 3 months, whatever, and then comes the after handover service, which actually is very, very important. The hand holding and the kind of support that as a company, interior company, because we know where the wiring is, we know where the plumbing is, we know what we have done. And then, so what's your experience in terms of the after handover service with Innerspace?
Oh, where, if at all there was anything like, where we had these special lights, which were not the easy to fit bulb, So maybe some things that were very were picked up with a lot of choice and interest and whatever. So at that time when something gets fused or something goes wrong, all that we did was to give a call to Ranjit. Ranjit said, no problem. His answer is always, no problem, it will get done. No problem, it will get done. So that approach, and when one says it will get done, means it was done. We've never had any issue on multiple reminders. Arey apne aadmi bheja, nahi aaya wo. So it's not really happened that way where we had to literally run behind the interior person. So it was the team. That's why I said the entire team. It's not just the two creative heads, but also the other people, be it the carpenter, be it the electrician, be it the plumber, the entire team. All of them worked in coordination, and they were there. They were there whenever we needed them, even post the handover.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sudha. So glad to know that that you are happy with the services, because that is very, very important. Usually after handover, and if you just wash your hands off, then I think somewhere there is something more.
Yeah. And you don't, you never felt that it was a very, minuscule work. अरे उसके लिए क्या, उसमें अभी कुछ फायदा भी नहीं है. We are not going to get anything out of it. Why do we have to go? I mean, it was never left incomplete. There was always that effort to complete the loop or close the loop, which hats off to the entire team.
So that before we started Innerspace, and we landed up into this business, we had done a small little survey with a group of people, and in that survey we actually our agenda or the goal was to find out what were the pain points of people, and the pain points that actually came up 1, 2, 3. One was the biggest was the deadline. And the second was the deadline, meeting the deadline. The commitment on the date was given and it was never met. Forget never met. 2, 3 days, it would just go on and on and on. So like 3 months, 4 months, or aage badh gaya, and things like that. So that was one of the biggest pain points what people had. Second was the quality. Because something which was committed to you, and then they wouldn't were given as per the commit. And after sale, after handover service was not really mentioned, because maybe people didn't really think that that could be one support which they could get from interior designers who have done their house or something like that. So then that's how then we worked on these 3 things, and they were paramount for us, that any client coming in, even if it's a very small job or a very big job, it doesn't matter, because for that client, that job is big and dear. Yeah. So we kept these 3 things as our main focus areas, that the client should not be harassed or get disturbed because of these 3 things. We will take utmost care of those things. Yeah, and we have been continuing.
And when things get systematically done, and you're using good material, like everything is proper and the best, it's like, there is very little chance of, things falling apart or not really okay.
Yeah.
And it's nice that even the aftercare service, when you say aftercare over here, I'm talking about after the project is got to a completion, and whatever little work, some fuse goes off here or there is some leakage there. So everything being attended to is a very, very big thing for the clients.
Right, right. Because these small things actually disturb.
Yeah, they do.
And Sudha, I think you got your, means you've had an experience with, I think, some other designer as well. So you have like us and them. So did you find any difference in terms of handling the project or dealing with the project, or like something which you would like to highlight?
The interior person whom we worked with earlier was before we had actually moved into the apartment. So he and his team came with again a very creative taste. They did create the spaces as required then, and creativity is again very individualistic, So he and his team really came about with some stuff which we really liked. And of course, like, Inner Space, the team of Inner Space came with their strengths. But the biggest strength, I told you, when what we thought was lacking was lighting, and at that time probably it wasn't even suggested by the previous interior designer, and maybe we had also not voiced it at that time, and now we had just accepted it ki okay, it's going to be like this. But that coffee with like I'm talking about coffee with Karan, no? Coffee with Ranjit made that difference. Where, I said that, this is one area, like, I feel when I'm sitting here, this is not there. He said, no problem, we can work on it. And, that's how it came about. And I like the approach. Again, I would like to say is, okay, what is it that you want, like, in the house? Like I said, I don't want too much of clutter, not too much of furniture. Need to have free moving space, because I, as a person, love that space. I don't want to keep bumping into, the next array, the elbow of one person hitting into the other. Then he said, why should you worry? I mean, you have such a big house. Why should you worry? I said, no, in spite of the house being big, I want it to be a very conscious decision that we don't have too much of clutter. And I don't want too many surfaces which need a lot of cleaning, because again, the dusting and doing this, doing that, it's not my cup of tea. I want something which is easy maintenance, elegant to look, and at the same time, there is that space which gets enhanced. So all these three factors were very beautifully blended when the project, came about. And I still remember very, very clearly that my children were teenagers at that time. Okay.
Yes.
And like, the color preferences at that time were asked. And then we thought it is only for the parents to choose. Children don't have a major role. That was our mindset at that time. Because again, look at it from the upbringing. At least for me, I lived in my childhood days. It was in the quarters. Okay, my dad was a scientist, so in the quarters. And what we understood of painting is that the guys would come from the office as deputed. They'll just do lambi and other things and distemper marque. It was about a week's job, and that is it. That was my idea. And I didn't think beyond. But when this project also happened, and then he said, well, you should give time for your children to decide which color they want. And my son, like, he said, I want mango color in my room. And I thought, I have gone mad, like, mango color. How can you have an orangish, yellowish color? Then Ranjit said, wow, it would look really nice. It would look fabulous. It's a very young color, and we can do a textured wall. And I went like little, what is that? What's a textured wall? I mean, I didn't know
Yes.
what a textured wall was. Then he brought again, like, the team brought about that beautiful effect. The texture, we saw how the textured effect is made also, and it was really a wonderful sight. And his room is still as good as new, I should say. And it got better enhanced with a large mirror also. And even in my daughter's room, like she wanted a lavender shade on the wall. So again, he played around with the lights to create, one side having one phase to the switch attached and the other. So as and when you want, like, so it is like,
Yeah.
it brings about the beauty is really, really enhanced.
Yes. So I think Kriti wants
So
to
he
join
gave
in.
the individual preferences. Huh?
Yeah.
He convinced me that you need to respect their choices, whatever the color they choose. We
Absolutely.
will make it
Absolutely.
look appealing.
Absolutely. So what happened, no, Sudha, because we are dealing with one family, but that one family could have 2 people, 4 people as members, 6 people, and each one, if at all, they're having individual rooms, but we are all different. We all have different personal style.
Yeah.
So because our personal styles are different, so making the entire house keeping something very common, but at the same time they're maintaining their individuality in their particular rooms. So that is the whole idea. Okay, I think Kriti is here, and I think she has sent me a request of joining. She wanted to join in. Shall I take her in?
If she's ready and you're ready, I don't know.
Yeah, because she has sent me now I can't see the request. Again,
It just said that she began watching the live video.
okay, no, yeah, okay. Okay, now I can see the request. Otherwise, I would have accepted it. Kriti, if you're there, let me know if you want to join in. We'll be more than happy to see you. Okay. Yeah, Kriti, you're there? Are you there? Just send me a thumbs up if you're there. Or you can put something in the comment below. Okay. So overall, there is a process, when during the whole process of, those many months or whatever, the journey, basically the whole process and the journey that both of us have gone through. So I would like to know what your views are, or what is your experience when it comes to, that process or the journey. Because I think, as far as we are concerned, we have a stepwise approach towards everything. So there is a contract copy. There is there's a contract copy that is signed between, with the client and us,
Right.
to give more clarity and stuff like that. And also, I think with that contract copy, the client gets more confidence. Okay, fine, everything
Right.
is in place, and what is committed, and it's not verbal. It's not verbal. It is all in black and white. So, what is your experience as far as the whole entire process is concerned, from start till the end?
See, I think both ways it worked very with a lot of clarity. Being a professional, both Srikanth and me, we would have long hours of work outside, and we couldn't really, inspect or supervise or take care of all those things. So that was something in the very beginning we had told Ranjit that we'll not be able to do this. So we want the team to be very ethical in their practice and with integrity, that we don't have to really worry about any of these things. And that was accepted with great regard, and I'm sure the team works that way also. So if you ask me whether we had any hassles in any of these things as challenges, I'll say a big no. Like, it's been the entire, both the phases that we did, excluding the little project that we took in the start, which was just to, make those stylings done and all. That was a very small project, and then it became these two-phased projects. So
yes.
For the entire thing, both the projects, whenever we had asked for it, whenever we did it, there was time commitment, there was total respect to whatever we had said, keeping in mind our tastes. In fact, I would also like to add over here that it went beyond the project completion, so much so that for our 25th wedding anniversary, Kriti had seen a very beautiful wall piece. It was Krishna on a swing with Radha, and there were these four musicians who were playing. It was a wrought iron type of wall hanging, a very beautiful piece. So we had gone, Kriti and me had gone to one of those Utsav exhibitions, and there I had told her it really looks very nice. We both fell in love with it and all. Said okay, whatever the price, and then we just walked out. We said abhi ke liye nahi, we'll look at it later. I was out at work, and when I got back, she said, Amma, close your eyes, don't open your eyes till you come inside, okay? And then I knew that there is some surprise coming my way. And at the entrance, as soon as I opened the door, on the left-hand side wall, which had a calendar earlier, I would say a boring calendar, this beautiful masterpiece that was put up over there, and it looked really, really too good, I would say. I said, Kriti, wow, how did you manage to do this? I called up Ranjit uncle and I told that, uncle, can you help me fix this up before Amma comes? And it got done. That's why I said, it is beyond. So, I mean, I think my children love both you and Ranjit as well as the kids. So that's why it's not only the professional aspect, it is also the friendship that we share. And wherever it is friendship, it's retained as friendship, and wherever it is professional, it is a professional relationship. And from both sides, I would say it's mutually agreed upon, and we both respect it also, both sides. And that's how a beautiful relationship that we share with all of you. And I'm sure it is not just with us. And I know that there are other people whom in my close contacts I have referred. And I know the projects were also done, and they are very happy. In fact, they did get back to me and said that thank you so much for referring Inner Space, because we got our dream house.
Thank you so much, Sudha. And I'm actually right now very emotional and speechless right now, because it took me back to that journey and the whole experience, and so you're right that it's very important for us to, as professionals, to be professional when it comes to work, and also maintain that thin line between the friendship or the relationship, and then the professional relationships. Yes, because there is a system, there is a process. So with every client, it is something very similar. In fact, just to share a quick one, I remember when I was carrying my second baby, and it was due at any minute, like any time it could be due, and we had a handover in Hiranandani estate, and I was sitting at Hiranandani estate with that big tummy, and mine was used to look like a football that time, and I was sitting there, and because that day we had the handover, and I was there till 11:30, and then the client walked in, and the entire team was there, and then the client walked in, and then we handed over the key just 10 minutes before 12 o'clock, because that was the day the deadline was committed. So we are with every client. Yes, that is true. That is true. And actually, actually the relationship starts from there.
Yeah.
There on, after handing over the keys. So we
And
had
another thing I would say is wherever it is not possible to meet up with the scope of work, you've also gone to say very politely and say that, you know, this may not be possible. Okay,
absolutely.
so wherever it is possible, I know you've really gone out of the way, but somewhere, you know, sometimes like, you know, there are very specific, I know as part of Srikant's cousin also wanted to explore and do something. And, you know, those requirements were very, very specific and more related to, you know, having some rituals with some engravings or something else done, which may have seemed, which may have been difficult at that time, and it was very politely refused also, which was very okay. So that's where, like, you know, one would really appreciate and say that, you know, it's not that you just go ahead and say, okay, I will do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, and then feel that, you know, you're not able to live up to the expectation. So it was that also was really appreciated. We really liked it.
Thank you so much, Sudha. Thank you so much. And I think Kriti is there. Kriti, yes, we will definitely go live with you as well soon. And thank you so much for joining in also. I would have loved to see you right now. Otherwise, if you ask me. And Sudha has mentioned that yes, both the kids, we love both of you all. You have, like, we've had a different kind of a bonding altogether. Very, very different kind of a bonding altogether. And we've had some good times. So, you know, those years where, you know, we all used to have fun and a whole lot of things besides the home and professional commitment and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, I must also mention that we also very clearly had said that every year for Navratri, we want, you know, this particular space that we have for setting up the Golu. Okay.
Right.
And we were also falling short of the storage space to, you know, keep the Golu dolls, you know. So then he said, okay, we can work on, you know, some storage area. And it was created, you know, in the audiovisual room. And the way the storage happened also, usually the doors are either you push it open like this. But in this particular case, it was like, you know, on the higher, like, you know, closer to the level of the ceiling, and then, you know, the door opens inward. So that is a very different style, you know, basically, which again accommodated lot of space, and the steps, the dismantled steps would go in right there. So even whenever anyone comes home, like, you know, it is they are floored by the hall, the way the living room is done up, and the space, and of course the puja room, and then they want to see the other rooms as well. So when it's a pleasure, you know, so it is like ghar ka tour.
Every time. Yes.
And, you know, these little things, okay, these little spaces that have been created. We also said that, you know, we love to read and we would like a library corner. That's how in the audio visual, the extended library is also there, the
Yes.
study. So again, with all the lighting that's required, with proper seating over there. So all that, I mean, even now away from home, I still feel I'm at home as I'm talking to you. And that's the magic.
Feel that energy. We can feel the energy. Yeah. We can feel the energy. Yeah. So, is there any particular message that you would like to give as far as interiors is concerned, with reference to getting interiors done for their spaces to our viewers?
You are asking me whether I have any message for the audience to get,
yeah,
if they
any
have
message
to get interiors done?
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that there are people who do not understand the importance of getting the interiors.
Oh.
They could get it done from
Okay.
anyone. That is a different story. But basically, how does getting interiors done helps you? How it has helped you?
See, the way I got your question. The way I look at interiors is it's a very holistic approach. It is not a piecemeal type of thing that needs to be done. So whatever changes you bring about, it has to impact and have an effect on the entire house. So be it the colors that you choose or the furniture that you make or any of the other storage or whatever add-ons that you have. So I would say that one, if you want to enhance the space that you are living in, see, we may want or we may think or we may imagine, but not necessarily we are able to tell it always to a person who may only understand it as a piecemeal. But with a company which does it full-fledged and in a very professional way, you understand all these nuances of the creativity, of the enhancement, keeping in mind the budget. Okay, so you can have a same flat done up for let's say even about 50-60 lakhs. You have all the most sophisticated things with lighting and all. But at the same time, if you have budget and then you do have these constraints, I won't even say constraints, I will say, okay, maybe limitations. So keeping that in mind, respecting that, and still bringing out the best. That is what I feel good, efficient, experienced interior designers would do or are supposed to do. So, and we were very fortunate that it just happened that we got associated, we started the journey, and everything just blended very well. And clarity, from the very beginning, you be clear, don't be mushy about it. If you have certain thoughts and then you said, "Acha, ye bhi kar sakte the, to better hota." I mean, don't have everything in assumption. Either way, either side, have no assumptions. Be clear. This is what you want to do. Okay, if you want an additional something to be done, it's like even if you order for a pizza, an additional cheese is costed. You do have to pay for it. So when you want certain things extra to be done, be prepared that you have to shell out that little extra money. Otherwise, just hold yourself back and keep it at a later date when you think you can actually afford and want to do it. This is my message. So have a balance of the budget, how much you can stretch and how much you want to stretch.
Super. Because it's a very valid point actually. So if you change the scope of the work, then the budget changes. If you don't change the scope of the work, the budget remains the same. Also the deadline, because the work has increased, so obviously the deadline also might get extended.
Yeah. So proportionately, everything will change.
Everything changes. The crux of the whole thing is that communication between the two parties. That the interior designer communicates to the client, okay, fine, now the scope is this. It will escalate to this much time more lagega. So, whatever. So that communication has to be proper to the client, and the client also needs to communicate properly. And then I think if the communication between the two and the clarity is there, I think it's like then everything.
I think because of the clarity, Madhu, that we had very few meetings with Ranjit.
Yes.
Because everything was discussed, everything was jotted, and it was all documented. And because it was documented, there was no missing out on something and all, because both parties are supposed to read. Like even we as clients were supposed to read what is mentioned over there, and if anything has been missed out. So I think the onus is on both the parties then.
On both the partner, and we insist that the clients read before signing in front of us. You said read, take your time, and then sign the paper, because I think it's very important. We also believe, so that because it's a very noble profession. Interiors is a very, very noble profession, and it's like doctors, like how, because here what happens is that people are actually using their hard-earned money. So you cannot really you need to respect that. And see, that goes with any client, it could be 1 CR, 2 CR, 5 CR, वो जितना भी डाल रहा है, या even maybe 25 lakhs or maybe even 10 lakhs, whatever. And each budget has to have that respect.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
There was a
I
little bit
lost
of
you in between, but then now I got you.
yeah, I felt so. So that is the way we believe in, that it's a very noble profession, and every thing, every penny has to be respected in, and it should be invested in the right manner, rather than just splurging on the thing. So if we design something, it is not only aesthetics, but it is more functional, bringing out the aesthetics as well. So I normally say that, whenever people ask me, I tell them that, see, as an interior designer, we organize people's lives by organizing their spaces, because each thing is getting organized. And once your home is organized, then your life is organized, because obviously you save on time, you save on money, you save on your energy, everything is in place. Like, for example, yeah.
True.
So yes.
So that's why,
So
ergonomically, see, basically what ergonomics talks about, how you utilize your posture, your movements, your movement within the house, so there is a balance in the entire process, which was looked into.
Thank you so much, Sudha. And okay, for the viewers, are there any questions? Do you all want to ask anything with reference to interiors? You can, you are free to ask anything. Sudha will be more than happy to answer. Or if you have any questions for me, I'll be more than happy to answer. In the meantime, Sudha, do you want to add on anything else?
Yeah, I think now that with the lockdown, the step up provided as an exercise point where we could take our steps.
Okay.
Really, it worked as that stepper. No? When you go to the gym, you have that stepper. So the steps did were utilized well, and
actually,
there are so many things. Every corner has a story to tell. So it's like, be it the color, be it and in fact even there were references, when I said Ranjit was ready to go beyond. So okay, where could you get good dining table set which is ready? Like, you don't want to make it, but then you want a ready to order. Okay, where are the good places where you will get? So it was with respect to the other furniture, like the sofa set or the dining table, or let's say even the televisions, when we moved from the TV to the LCD, the bigger version of it, where would you get better deals? And so all those references really helped. It helped us. So it's
Thank
beyond.
You so much.
I mean, what you all have done, Madhu and Ranjit, what you all have done is beyond. Is beyond just the scope of work, and you've maintained that relationship, and it's like saying that you walk one step and I'm ready to walk 99 steps for you. So that has been your approach which is we feel we are lucky and blessed also to, you know, to have had an opportunity to even professionally work with you.
So, thank you so much, Sudha, and for actually taking us through. And I'm sure, okay, I knew the process, but then the viewers would have definitely, I'm sure, would have been able to visualize while you were talking as to what exactly are you referring to. And I'm sure they could connect the dots and put things in place what you were trying to explain.
Or for
And
instance, like we also had that the balcony space. So balcony mein the rainwater was coming in. So then to create that chajja and for the pots, when we had those pots over there, that the pots don't fall off, and to create some sort of a support over there. So a lot of ideas that were given and executed on time. So that's wonderful.
Thank you so much, Sudha. Yeah, thank you so much, Sudha, because I think everything for me also has become all, again alive. All those memories have come alive again, and I can actually feel it. Somewhere I'm getting those goosebumps also. Those were the times, and it was a pleasure, doing up your home, as well as even the session today. So I'm grateful. Ranjit isn't here. Otherwise, I had requested him that if you were here, then he could join in. But we had a meeting, and that's why he couldn't be a part of this session. And we both and the entire Inner Space team is very, very grateful for giving us an opportunity to work with you, to work on your dreams, I would say, that whatever your needs were and whatever your dreams were. And we are glad that some way, I would not say that an artist can actually bring in about 200%, वो possible ही नहीं है, but to your satisfaction. And we could translate those brief, whatever you had given us, into practicality. And we are very, very happy to know that you are happy with our services and the entire association. Besides friendship, of course, that is a different story altogether. And looking forward to strengthening this relationship, both professional as well as personal relationships. Many, many things. And wish you also and your entire family during these tough times very, very healthy and happy life. And I'm sure when I relate this pandemic situation to the homes, in fact, those energies have actually helped many people kind of fight it out these difficult times. And there are people who have actually now, because since they have spent so much of time at home, so they have actually now realized and come up with a lot of their own, by themselves initiative that no, I think we need to kind of people who have not done their homes already, they have actually started thinking that no, I think we need to get a little more organized so that things can work better. And I think that importance of being at home with family, more organized, has gone is having more value now after the lockdown, back-to-back lockdowns.
And we feel even more happy that even though Srikanth and me, we've just for some time we are at Tirupati, and initially, of course, the house was locked, but then very happy that son and daughter-in-law Kaustubh and Apurva are there now. So the house is again lit up. So every day I get to see the house also. Every day I get to see them also. So it's like like there's a lot of the space. Home is a space where one should feel you can just be yourself. You can it's just a cozy space, I think, for everybody and all members of the house. And we are very happy that within the house, with the different mindsets that we have, or maybe sometimes even different choices that we have, at the same time, all that is blended well. Uh, I would say definitely an interior decorator team plays a very important role, and if it is done to your taste, if it is done according to what you've dreamt of, then there is nothing to regret, and there's nothing to feel bad about. Like, it's just a very wow space. And at all times, like, when the children's friends, so many times they've had sleepovers and children coming, so we've had relatives come and spend the time. In fact, a very big event in our house, our daughter's engagement took place at home. Kriti's engagement happened in the house, and so a lot of very, very happy memories, and I'm sure many more events will take place in the house. Of course, we know that if at all at a later stage there is the third phase of the project, we know that we are definitely going to count upon you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't, I'm actually speechless and emotional, very, very much emotional, because every single project is very, very close to our heart, very, very close to our heart. And whenever we, revisit, it takes us to a very different space altogether. Yeah. So thank you so much, Sudha, for your time, and that on a Sunday evening, and all the way from Tirupati. So, please pray for me also. And
Of course, yes.
And all our viewers, of course, you are a very pure soul. So I know you, what kind of, you always, what do you say? You will always wish. I have never seen or talk anything not in alignment with your soul, and you are right now at a very pure place, at a very pure space. So I would request that you pray for all of us, and please pray. Yeah, and please pray for all this negativity going out of this world very soon, and we all come out, come back to normal life soon.
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you so much, and now we take.
Yeah, take care. Thank you
so much. Good night, everybody. Good night, Sudha. Take care. Give my regards to Shrikant, please.
Sure.
Yeah, bye.
I will, sure. Thank you.
Bye.